What to do, what the business is, man. It's your boy DT3, man. We live. Lomachenko, Tiafimo, and the new undisputed lightweight champ of the world goes to none other than Tiafimo motherfucking Lopez. Congratulations, my brother, on your big win. Hats off to you. Man, please feel free when you slide in, man. Make sure you hit the like button. And if you haven't subscribed, man, feel free to subscribe to the channel, man. You already know what it is, man. It's your boy DT3, man. Just wanted to do a quick live on this, man. Give y'all a quick recap of what's going on, man, in the building. For sure, Alex. Scorecards were bullshit. They said Lopez came outbox Loma. Yeah, but he did. He did it. He did it. Nope. No robbery. Tiafimo whooped Loma's ass. Period. 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 What's up, Gabe? Period. Point blank. It is what it is, man. He put on a boxing fucking clinic, bro. He literally, yes. He outclassed, like, literally. Let me put this up. For sure, boxing source. Look, Tiafimo won that fight by a landslide, bro. It wasn't, to me, it wasn't even close, in my opinion. Like, that fight was when Joe Tessitore said the fight was close, this close fight, like, Joe, this fight ain't close. I get it, you gotta, for entertainment purposes, you gotta make it sound good and all that. But let me tell you something. That fight wasn't close. What's up, Banks? Yes, it was, Banks. It was, man. Highlight. Straight up. It was not a close fight. All right. Loma lost. And I'm not saying that because I picked T.O. I actually thought Loma was going to fight a better fight than what he fought. I really did. I thought Loma was going to fight a much more calculated, much more aggressive style of a fight. But as always, like I also said, soon as Tiafimo hit Loma, it's going to be a totally different scenario. And y'all all saw, soon as Tiafimo hit Loma, it was a wrap. Soon as Loma felt that Tiafimo pop, soon as he felt that shit, it was a totally different situation. Totally different. Right. They was too biased, JR, bro. They was too biased. They was so pro Loma, it's ridiculous. Even Andre Ward, bro, your scorecard was shit. The fact that you even I gave Loma maybe 2-3 rounds out the whole fight. I literally gave, Loma didn't do shit. What did Loma do? You saw a draw. Adrian, what was you watching? You saw a draw. Where? Where in the fight did you see Loma putting any pressure on Tiafimo just as much as Tiafimo was putting pressure on Loma? Come on now. Loma was barely touching him with that little ticky-tack ass jab. Did y'all see that shit? That ticky-tack ass jab. Loma rocked Lopez more. In what round? What round? I don't think Loma won 5 rounds. I think he won. I mean, if you want to give him 4, you can give him 4. But I gave Loma 3 because he wasn't doing anything. I was really surprised to see Loma so gun shy. I did not expect Loma to be that gun shy. I thought Loma was going to be gun shy maybe a little later in the fight or whatnot, but he was gun shy from round 1 to 8. It was a draw. Where the fuck do y'all see a draw? Where? I'm having an issue. Look. I'm having an issue. Where it said, I'm having an issue with my girl Myra giving that nigga 5 rounds. But a draw is cap. Draw, no, it wasn't no goddamn draw. I ain't even get a nigga 5 rounds. But to call it a draw, I can accept you giving them more than 3 rounds. I can kind of accept that. Kinda. You had it 6. So you mean to tell me Loma won 6 rounds? Where? Yeah, me and Ring IQ gonna talk. Me and Jules gonna have a conversation. I love Ring IQ, but me and Jules gonna have a nice long chat. Ain't no goddamn draw. I'm gonna have to go holler at IQ for that shit. Okay, now understand. It's the pro game. Who was the aggressor of the fight? Who was pressing the fight? It was not Loma. It was Teofimo. Teofimo pressed the fight. Who landed the most meaningful punches throughout the fight? Teofimo. Okay. Loma spent literally 8 rounds trying to figure out Teofimo. He literally spent 8 long whole rounds trying to figure Teofimo out. And it took him 8 rounds to get somewhat of an idea of what to do with Teofimo. Took him 8 rounds for that shit, right? And even still, after 8 rounds, he still couldn't have the nigga figured out. Even after 8 fucking rounds. What that tell you? What that tell you? I don't see a draw. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to be cool for Loma and everything, but Loma lost, bro. Loma lost. And if you here to kind of hear what you want to hear, this ain't the place. I'm not here to toot your horn or nothing. If I would have felt that it was a draw, y'all know I would say it was a draw. If I felt it was a draw, I would tell you it was a draw. I would have told y'all that. But there's no way, no how that fight was even. Nothing about that fight was even. And I get what you're saying. What was old boy was saying about catching punches on the gloves? I get what you're saying about that. But at the same time, Teofimo was the aggressor. He was throwing punches. Loma wasn't doing, he did not do shit for 8 rounds. You cannot take 8 rounds off and win the fight. Now, had he have took 6, 5, then I could understand your argument saying it was a draw. But Lomachenko literally took 8 rounds off. He took off 2 rounds past halfway in the fight before he even picked up any type of momentum to win any rounds. So where is the draw? He lost literally, in my opinion, he literally lost 8 rounds straight. So you're giving, so him landing that little ticky-tack jab over the top, y'all giving him that. What I'm saying, I don't mean it like taking off in that sense. What I mean is he did not throw anything. He didn't do anything. If he was doing something, if he was staying active, if he was staying busy, like what we're used to seeing with Lomachenko, then I can completely understand why somebody would feel that he won a good percentage of the fight because he was busy, he was active. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit I can understand and I wouldn't even argue. But Loma wasn't doing shit. Loma wasn't doing anything for pretty much 8 rounds. So how do you throw away 8 rounds, whether you do it on purpose or not? How do you throw away 8 rounds and still get a draw? Did y'all see the body punches from Teofimo? Did y'all see the body work? Did y'all see everything? Because even though, yeah, he was catching them punches, meaning Loma was catching them punches, catching those uppercuts, because those uppercuts did not land flesh at all. They was hitting his gloves, but that don't mean he didn't feel that shit. You saw Loma winning from the 7th round until. Okay. So the 7th round, you could say he threw maybe 2 or 3 more extra punches, but CompuBox numbers, look at it. Who threw more punches? Who landed more punches in the 7th round? I don't know the exact numbers, but I'm sure it's Teofimo fucking Lopez. For real, for real. I don't think it was a draw. I don't see why you say it's cap. I bet you if I go to D Jefferson channel right now, he ain't gonna say no goddamn draw. He's not gonna do it. He's not gonna say a draw at all. I think I agree with that, Adrian. I agree with that. I wouldn't really say exposed, but he's gonna have a tougher time dealing with those dudes at 140 because those dudes can punch. I feel that Jose Ramirez with his aggressive style per se, if Teofimo can't really hurt Jose Ramirez, he's not gonna stop Jose Ramirez from coming. He's not gonna stop that. You have to hurt Jose Ramirez to keep him from coming. And I really don't see Teofimo being able to hurt Ramirez enough. I don't mean he can't hurt him at all because he can't. I don't see him being able to hurt him enough to stop his advancement because Jose Ramirez's whole style is coming forward, winging and dinging. So I just don't see it. Great fight though, great fight. But I just see Jose Ramirez, being a bigger man. He got more pop. I mean, Jose Ramirez is pretty much borderline 147 pounder. So, I mean, we're gonna see. But y'all can say it was a draw if you want to, but at the same time, y'all got to give Teofimo his credit. Lomachenko did not dominate Teofimo. He did not do to Teofimo what he's done to prior opponents, even what he did to Luke Campbell and Jorge Linares. So we have to give Teofimo credit for even being able to do what he was able to do against Lomachenko, which very few fighters are able to do. How many fighters have you seen keep Loma on the defensive most of the fight? How many fighters have you seen that? You know Bob gonna remix that. Loma box is better, but that jab looked nice. Thank you, Southpaw. This is all I'm saying, y'all. This is all I'm saying. And y'all get mad at me because I'm not finna cap for Loma. Loma took too long to get started in the fight, y'all. And he did just what I said he was gonna do. Soon as Teofimo hit Loma, even if Loma blocked that shit, Loma gonna be like, fuck that. I don't want no parts of that shit. I don't want no parts of that shit. None. Yeah, that was the game plan going wrong. I agree with that, Chris. I think if that was the game plan to wait, let's wait, let's wait, let's wait, let's wait. Look, y'all knew y'all can't go punch for punch with Teofimo Lopez. Y'all knew that shit. You can't go punch for punch with Teofimo Lopez, Lomachenko. You can't do it. Lomachenko proved that he needed to keep his ass at fucking 130 or 126 pounds because his power does not translate to the 135 pounds. It don't translate. Teofimo was hella patient. Bruh, that's what I'm telling you, Myra. Soon as Teofimo threw that first sharp right hand, he was like, holy shit, what the fuck did I just get myself into? Not only does this dude got a decent pop, this motherfucker fast. And that's something that he never spoke about. Yeah, he has good power, he got skills. No, the motherfucker fast with that shit too. He fast with that power. And speed equals power. And he got natural power, and you put some speed on top of that shit, motherfucker dangerous. He got good reflexes, good twitch, all that shit, bro. He got something for you. Yeah, I think when it came to what Loma's game plan was, he knew, like I just said, he knew he couldn't go punch for punch with Tiafimo. So he was like, all right, I'm gonna take him into deep waters, meaning I'm gonna let the fight go into the later rounds. I'm gonna take his best shot, all the shit. And then when I see him wind down, I'm gonna turn up. And in this situation, when he turned up, it was too late. It was too late. But we also said, could Tiafimo sustain his power through a whole 12-round fight? And it's obvious he don't sustain that raw first round power. He's not the fighter that gets stronger as the fight go on. He's not that type of fighter. He's still dangerous. He can still catch you with some stupid shit if you're not careful because of his natural reflexes and God-given ability. But at the same time, if you take him in the deep waters, meaning the later rounds, you can get some stupid shit on Tiafimo. This reminds you of when Floyd fought Jose Luis Castillo. Which one? Don't say the first one. Don't say the first one. I'm gonna rip your ass. Hopkins, you're comparing this fight to a Hopkins Taylor. Where is Mark when you need him? It still was a great fight, y'all. It still was a great fight, bro. The rematch would probably be different because Loma got a better idea of what he in there with, and he already felt what he feel like. You know what his power feel like, and Loma not gonna get caught with nothing stupid on the chin either. That's what I also saw. His head movement is nice, but what I also said, and Tiafimo did it. Check my last two streams. I said if Tiafimo go to the body, that's gonna fuck Loma head up, and that fuck Loma's mind frame up. Loma was second guessing about coming in. Those little feints and those little ticky tack, little technical shit he was doing did not work. When Loma tried to turn, guess what happened? Tiafimo turned with him, so he couldn't get that outside angle. When Lomachenko tried to step to his right to get that outside angle on the right side, when Tiafimo stepped to his left, so Lomachenko couldn't get to the outside. So the little ticky tack things that Lomachenko normally does, he was unable to do tonight. Teofimo took that away from him. And I tell you all the time, when a fighter takes away your best attribute, what do you have? So what we see here is when somebody takes away Lomachenko's greatest asset, what does he have? He's pretty much going to have to go in there and bulldoze you because he doesn't have nothing outside of that. If you take away his feet, if you keep him cornered, you keep a jab on him, you keep hitting him in the body, you don't give him that out angle, you're going to give him problems. But at the same time, to Lomachenko's credit, you have to be of a significant skill set to even be able to fucking do that. So the fact that Tiafimo was able to neutralize somebody as technically sound, fundamentally sound as Lomachenko says volumes. Says volumes. No, it ain't no rematch clause. Ain't no rematch clause. Bob Arum don't do no damn rematch clauses. He don't fuck with rematch clauses. He don't fuck with them. He do not fuck with that rematch clause shit. Bob Arum said himself that if they want to fight again later on, they can. Like if they, somehow, some way want to meet up later on in their career, that's up to them. But he's not doing no rematch clauses because Bob Arum don't want to be tied to no rematch clause. Because when you got a rematch clause in the contract, you're obligated to that shit. And Bob Arum, he's like a one and done motherfucker. He don't want to feel obligated to too much of anything. That's true. That is very true, RF. That's true as hell. When Loma actually found his rhythm, When Loma actually found when he could find his spots to attack, he did. It just took him 8 rounds to figure out what spots to attack in. I'm not saying that Loma couldn't find a way to beat Loma. It just took too fucking long for that. Like if Loma would have found his spots earlier, then maybe I would agree with you that it could have been a draw. If the fight would have been like from round 8 on all through the fight, yeah, draw. I give you that. I completely agree that fight was a draw. If from round 8 on was pretty much the most of the fight or the entire fight, yeah, that's a draw, no doubt, no doubt. I don't. Now that's the thing, because Devin is also a technically fundamentally sound fighter as well. And that's gonna be a chess match. That's gonna be more of a chess match because these two guys are the same size. They've pretty much they got a history. I think they've either been sparring partners or they fought in the amateurs before. So these two got a history, and just as much as Devin Haney got a history with Ryan Garcia, because Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia fought in the amateurs. So these particular fighters got a particular history. I know that Devin Haney and Teofimo have a sparring history where they went to war back in the day and they still talk shit pertaining to that. But no, I don't even think it was ring rust. I don't think it was ring rust. Yeah, Devin ain't gonna start like Devin gonna let his hands go. Devin gonna let his hands go, Myra. He gonna let that shit go. I know you mad, Justin. I know. I know. But I told you that once Tiafimo hit Loma, Loma gonna be like, oh shit, hold up. I can't just do that like I want to because I'm gonna get caught with something and that's gonna put me on my ass. So he had to fight smart. Loma fought smart. He didn't go in there. He didn't survive with To. I ain't finna nah. Anybody that's gonna shit on Loma, like just say like Loma was just completely dominated and some other no. This ain't the shit on Loma because he lost type shit. No, no, no. It's all good, RF. Yeah, that is the rumor. And then I actually saw a sparring session via Fight Hype. Shout out Fight Hype. And it looked like Devin Haney was getting the better. I mean, Tiafimo wasn't getting like destroyed or pummeled, but Devin Haney looked like he was getting the better of the two. So, but them in the fight is remain to be seen. And also that was some years ago. Tiafimo has grown in volume, skill wise, and experience wise, and so has Devin Haney. But at this particular junction in their career, Tiafimo has basically fought the better opposition in Devin Haney. You might as well say the biggest name on Devin Haney's resume is going to be Yorkis Gamboa. And if Yorkis Gamboa currently is the biggest name on your resume, your experience is not really that great to me. Tiafimo got some dogs. And he been in some battles. He been in some wars. He got some experience. And then he's officially fought on pretty much the highest level he could probably fight on in boxing. And at this point, Tiafimo is at this point the highest level, if one of the highest levels, if not the highest level in boxing right now. Nah, but I also know that in what is it, November 17th, we got Kell Brook versus Terrence Crawford. It's official on ESPN. I know that. I'm going with Bud though. All y'all to keep talking about Terrence Crawford ain't fought no real opposition at welterweight. Well, he's fighting Kell Brook November 17th on ESPN. So kiss my ass, shut the fuck up. And when he beat the fuck out of Kell Brook, don't come back to my channel talking about he beat up a washed up Kell Brook when y'all was saying he need to fight Kell Brook last year and early this year, and he's fighting him this year. So I don't want to hear no bullshit about saying that Crawford beat up a washed up Kell Brook or he beat Kell Brook after he got Errol Spence's leftovers or some dumb shit. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear that shit. Yeah, bro. You scored 7-5 Loma. I am not finna drop the link for you with that bullshit, Justin. You gave Loma 7 rounds? 7? I respect the motherfucker that said 6-6. I would take you saying it was a draw than saying Loma won that. And if I felt that Loma really won that fight and I picked Tiafimo, I would say that Loma won the fight. Y'all know that. But Loma didn't win that fight. Yeah, because I like that. I appreciate that. That's a good comment, Troy. If the fight is at 54, it's a little more comfortable for Brooke. Brooke is more so coming down. Brooke is really a 54 pounder. Brooke is not a 47 pounder. For those who keep talking about he need to fight a real welterweight and need to fight Kell Brook. Kell Brook is not a fucking welterweight. He is a fucking light middleweight. He's not a welterweight. They had to confirm that he can even make fucking welterweight. Okay? Yeah, he can still make the weight. Why do you have to fucking confirm that? Why do you have to confirm that for me? Why do you have to comfort me in that way? And I'm not tripping on that. I'm not thinking that it was an issue. I'm thinking Kell Brook fights at 47. I'm thinking that's the weight that he fight at. Oh no, Kell Brook is actually a light fucking middleweight. Nah, I really thought that if I honestly, to be real with you, I thought that they was gonna give it to Loma if it would have went 12 rounds. But that was gonna be because I thought Loma's punch output would be more. Like if Loma's punch output was more, bro, they'd have gave it to Loma. It wouldn't have mattered. Even if Loma would have punch output would have been more, Loma could have been beat the fuck up. But if Loma's punch output was more and he never touched the canvas, they would have gave it to Loma. Even if Loma was getting caught with the cleaner shots, all the shit. If Loma was throwing punches throughout the whole fight, they'd have gave it to Loma. Unanimous decision. No lie. The fact that people are even arguing that it was a draw, trust me, they'd have gave Loma the dub. I knew too, Angel. I told him. I said T.O. too big. Like he too big at 135. Like when they weighed in, he's 135, Loma 135. Tiafimo is a bigger 135 than Loma. Tiafimo is a fucking 140-pound fighter. He is not a 35-pounder. I do not really want to see Tiafimo continuously fight at 135. I really do not want to see him fight there at that weight in 2021. I mean, maybe if he want to defend it, that's fine, whatever. But I really feel that he should fight at 40. You know how many people scored to fight a draw, Clement? You know how many people scored that fight a draw? When I first started this stream, most of the people said that Loma won or it was a draw. And that I was capping for Tiafimo. And I was like, ain't that a bitch? How am I capping for Tiafimo when I literally watched that fight round by fucking round? And there's nothing that I saw to say that Loma won that fight. Nothing. Basically, I think Loma pretty much bit off more than he could chew. And it's going to be a hard lesson for Loma when he go back to the Ukraine. When he sit down and he got to realize he don't have the belts anymore. He's not the champ, and it's going to suck for Loma because all the love and all the admiration and the hype and all that shit that he was getting, that shit finna dwindle down slowly but surely after this loss. And when he start to feel and he start to see that all these people really don't give a fuck about me, they only cared about me because I had these belts, that's finna do something to Loma. I don't see Loma as a weak-minded individual like that. I see Loma seeing that happen to him. He's going to step it up. And I feel bad for Loma's next opponent. I feel really bad for Lomachenko's next opponent. Terrible. He gonna fuck you up. Whoever you are, he's gonna beat your ass. For sure, for sure. What's up, Rachel? bro, this was not a Canelo Mayweather is type of like the fact that y'all only comparing that because of the way Tiafimo fight. Tiafimo is not Floyd Mayweather. He is not a pay-per-view star. Because if this was Mayweather, let's keep this all the way a buck. If this was fucking Floyd Money Mayweather, this would not be on no fucking free ESPN Plus. Okay, this shit will be on fucking Showtime paper fucking view or ESPN pay-per-view. Ain't gonna be no fucking free fight on ESPN and I'm fighting the number one pound for pound fighter in the world. Fuck out of here. No. Haney just got he just a champion. He just got a belt. But Tiafimo is now he the A side. You know what I'm saying? He's the guy. You got to put some respect on his name. Floyd is different. He put in more work in the game. He did more for boxing. He did more for boxing than Tiafimo. Did way more. You know what I'm saying? Like way more at that particular time in his career. At the time when Floyd fought Canelo, he had done so much for boxing compared to Tiafimo, and like, nah, no, no. And Canelo lost that fight, and that was Canelo's rise. That's Canelo's rise to fame is losing to Floyd. You know, I don't think Tiafimo is undisputed. He don't got all the belts. Devin Haney is WBC lightweight champ last time I checked. All Tiafimo got as far as WBC is concerned is franchise. So he's not really undisputed, but they're saying he's undisputed or whatever, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, technically he's really not. Yeah, Floyd ain't doing shit for free. Floyd ain't doing a motherfucking thing for free. Oh, for sure, Rachel. Appreciate that. Whoever told you about my channel, thank you. Because how you under four belt undisputed when Devin Haney is actually the WBC lightweight champ? You can't be four belt undisputed with the franchise belt. I don't see how that could be when you have a whole nother world champion right there. You know, Loma gonna cry in the car. Just let y'all know that right now. I'm trying to tell you. Well, I'm married, Rachel. I'm a married man with 3 kids, girl. Appreciate it. Thank you. It's flattering, but I'm married. Yeah. I don't believe shit Marcelio Suleiman be talking about. He be with that bullshit. I gave Loma the 8th, the 10th, and the 11th. I ain't gonna flex. I gave him the 8th for sure. I gave him the 8th, no doubt. The 10th and the 11th. I was finna give him the 12th, but Tiafimo turned up. Oh, for sure. Where you train at? My bad, my apologies. Where do you train at, Rachel? Where you fighting at? We got an MMA fighter in the building, people. Yeah, he didn't win that belt. People forget that Devin Haney did not win his world title. He did not win that. They gave that to him. So, you know what I'm saying? When y'all want to say a paper champion, I ain't gonna lie, I love you, Devin. You know, you from the Bay. I support you because you from the Bay. But you a paper champ. You a paper champ. Here, point blank. Because you were gifted a belt. You didn't fight nobody and beat nobody. You didn't take it from nobody. None of that. So I'm gonna look you up on the gram. I'm gonna look you up on the gram, Rach. I'm gonna for sure look you up on the gram. If you ain't found me on the gram, I'm on the gram. DT_boom. What's your Muay Thai game like, Rach? What's your Muay Thai and your boxing game like? Okay. You want to see Ryan and Tio? I don't want to see that fight. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I don't want to see no Ryan Garcia versus no Teofimo Lopez. That's a mismatch. I think you tripping on the quick twitch of both of them. Like both of these dudes got that good quick twitch, that good quick left hook, and all that shit. That's all fine and dandy, but Teofimo got a jab. It's one thing to have a standard jab on your own, but to be able to jab a southpaw and to get a southpaw to respect your jab, that's not easy to do. That's not easy to do at all. Yeah, Justin, he interviews MMA fighters, right? That's my guy. And if Masvidal fights Kobe Covington, I'm gonna cover it. So I want to see two. I want to see two versus a taller fighter with power as well. You mean Tio? Scored the fight. Man, these idiots. Y'all all idiots. Scored to fight a goddamn draw. You a goddamn biased idiot, bro. Straight up. It was not no fucking draw when you give up 8 rounds. All y'all that keep saying that it's a draw is fucking done. Not trying to disrespect you or nothing like that, but for real, that fight wasn't no draw. If it was a draw, I'd tell you it was a draw. That fight wasn't no goddamn draw. It was some great fights though. How did Loma win round 2? I don't know. How did Loma win round 3? How did Loma win round 4? How did he win round 5, 6, and 7? How did he win round 9? Let me know. And another thing I want people to understand is how in 7 hells do you give up 8 rounds, or do you not fight for 8 rounds and you still win a 12-round fight? I'm just saying. 4 out of 12 it's not a good, it's not a winning ratio. Last time I checked, I mean, I wasn't good at math when I was in school. I was all right as long as I could count money. I was good, but I know 4 out of 12 is that's not a very good production rate here. I mean, I get what you're saying on the scorecards. You know what I mean? Some people had it a landslide. I mean, it was what it was. I mean, people honestly, I feel like y'all just Loma bias. That's what I really believe. I really just feel like y'all Loma bias. And if that's the case, then fine. That is what it is. But at least be willing to admit that y'all Loma bias. That fight wasn't no damn draw. Like I told y'all just about 5 minutes ago, if Loma was at least doing what half of what he was doing in the latter rounds of the fight, and he was doing that throughout the fight and did not get knocked down, and it was a draw, I can see how that would happen because of who he is. But based on the way that he fought that fight, he did not win that fight, nor was it a draw. That is a very biased statement. Loma did not. Where did y'all see Loma winning that fight? Where? That is a biased statement. Where do you see Lomachenko winning that fight? Where? And y'all should know me better than that. Y'all should know me better. If I really felt Loma won the fight and I picked Tiafimo to win, y'all know I would have said Loma won. Y'all know I would have. And the fact that y'all really up in here, really telling me for the God and everybody that Lomachenko really won that fight and he gave up 8 rounds. 8 rounds. Y'all better pray. Y'all better pray to whoever y'all pray to, if you pray at all, that I'm not able to get that fight on film and do it and actually do a whole recap of that fight on my channel live. Because I want to know where in the fuck did y'all see Loma winning any major rounds in that goddamn fight? What? This nigga said Loma dominated the first. Jesus, take the wheel. This nigga said, Loma, where you at? I gotta put you up here for God and everybody to see. This nigga said Loma dominated the first 7 rounds. With what? With what? Ring generalship? Ain't that a bitch? Moving around? I thought this was boxing. I thought this was the hurt business. I thought you throw punches. I thought that's how you win fights. I didn't know you could win rounds simply by footwork. I need motherfuckers to tell me how they see this dude winning rounds. How do you see him winning rounds? He didn't do shit for 8 rounds. Well, pretty much 7 rounds, 8 rounds. He didn't do nothing. What's up, Clamp? Like, where do y'all see Lomachenko winning any significant rounds in the fight consistently? Where? Effective aggression, he was going backwards. That's why he couldn't do shit, because Loma can't fight off the back foot. That was proven too. He can't fight off the back foot. Man. Man, I'm gonna put up the stream once I know I'm not gonna get flagged for it. Once I know I'm not gonna get flagged for putting up that fight, I'm finna put that son bitch up. I wanna know, where in the fuck do y'all see Loma winning anything within the first 7 rounds, doing literally nothing? Nothing. Literally. Moving around, avoiding Tiafimo. Tiafimo is popping him with the jab, effectively controlling him, throwing the left hook, dictating the pace of the fight, all the shit. Teofimo was constantly on the back foot, constantly backpedaling. You could tell it motherfucker's uncomfortable. He don't want to trade with Teofimo because he know if Teofimo catch him, it's gonna be. He don't want that shit. What are you talking about? I am not a player. You are funny. We gonna rap, Rach. We gonna rap. Thank you, Clamp. I miss you, by the way. It's been a while. He a day oneer, by the way. Clamp God been here since what, like 500 subscribers? Y'all killing me. Y'all killing me. Y'all killing me. Y'all killing me with this right now. You want me to drop the link so you could tell me how Loma won 7 rounds doing nothing? That's the only way I'm gonna drop the link, Justin. I have no problem dropping the link. But my question is, how did Loma win 7 rounds doing literally nothing? Nothing. Not throwing any punches, he's fighting his ass off, and he might have threw a little ticky-tack touch jab over the top. Might have did that little shit, but he ain't really do nothing. What's up, Toad? Okay, so now, Justin, you're 13, right? So you're very good with basic math, basic math. You're very good with that, I'm sure, at 13, because my daughter is 13, about to be 14, and she's very good with basic math. And you're a very smart young man. You have to be doing what you do. So if you are fighting in a 12-round fight and you give up 7 out of 12 of those rounds, how do you expect to become victorious with that situation? I just want somebody to help me understand that when you are fighting in a 12-round bout and you give up 7 out of the 12 and you are unable to do anything to turn the tide in your direction, meaning a knockdown or a knockout, how? I just want to know. Kobe. It's my guy. I just want to know. Okay, so I'm not gonna argue about the draw, but Loma winning, miss me with that shit. If you want to say you got to draw, I'm not gonna argue that because I can understand where you can get that from. I don't agree with that shit, but I have the understanding capabilities to where I can receive where you coming from with that. But that nigga did not win that fight. Kiss my ass. No, I'm not saying you said he won. I'm saying that I'm not saying that he won, and I'm not finna have a conversation pertaining to if he won or not. No, nope, nope. I'm not finna entertain that shit. Not finna entertain that shit. No. The nigga lost. Accept it. That's all I'm saying, Toby. That's all I'm saying, Toby. That's literally all I'm saying. I mean, it's just simple math. I'm not trying to say it to shit on Loma. I think Loma is a hell of a fighter, and it takes a hell of a fighter to beat him, which makes Teofimo a hell of a fighter. We can't be mad at that. What's up, Rach? See, you see what happens? It's a real one out there. It's a real one out there. Nope. A lot of Americans are Lomachenko fans. They're more Lomachenko fans than Tiafimo fans because in America, they hyped up Loma in America hella much or too damn much. But I just don't see where y'all giving Loma all this credit, saying that he won all these rounds. And no, he didn't. He lost. Let it go. I think Loma gonna come back better though. I think he's gonna come back better. I think he's gonna come back stronger, which is a credit to him. I mean, shit, a lot of people eating crow right now. Shoot, I thought at first, I was like, when I saw Loma doing a little thing when he was tapping him over the top, I was like, okay, figuring him out. He figuring him out. He gonna catch him. He gonna catch him. He gonna catch him. And all I kept seeing was every time Loma would try to do something and TFM would throw a counter, you would see Loma take like 3-4 steps back, like, all right, I gotta reassess this whole thing. He constantly kept Loma in a reassess mode. Every time he hit him, boop, up shit. God damn it, T.O. All right, how I'm gonna do this now? All right, T.O. didn't fall for none of those feints, none of that shit. He didn't fall for none of that shit. And that's another thing. Another thing though, Myra, that people will trip on is the fact that this is what happens when the best fight the best. And a lot of people are so invested. I'm glad you said this, Myra. A lot of people are so invested in these fighters to where they can't handle or they will not be able to handle when he lose. They're not gonna handle it. They can't handle it. Cause just Loma losing to a good fighter, he ain't lose to no run of the mill guy or what people may consider a bum or a journeyman. He lost to a top young up and coming real champion out here. He lost to a good caliber opponent, and there's nothing wrong with that. But because Loma was so hyped and everybody thought he was just so this matrix and this, that, and the third, they just put him on this pedestal. And when he finally lose, they can't handle it. He ain't supposed to lose. He's too good. And then also with what they doing in this era with the whole little being undefeated and putting so much on having that and it just put so much mystique on you. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. People can't handle it. It ain't like the old days where shit, where losing was a part of the game because you fought top people all the time. So eventually you probably gonna run into somebody that's gonna be able to beat your ass. You know what I'm saying? Or you might just have a bad night. But nowadays people are so money driven, just driven by the greed of money. All they care about is looking like something instead of really being something. They making excuses. Oh, I don't want brain damage. I don't want this and I don't want that and all these other bullshit excuses that these fighters come up to justify why they don't want to fight the best. Can't handle losing, bro. They suckers. They suckers. Poop butt ass mother. What's up, Tim Rye? And the one thing people don't really realize or respect, and I'm gonna still say it anyway, regardless of who won. Let's thank Top Rank once again. Shout out to Top Rank and ESPN for giving us a great fight, great night of fights for free. Thank you, Top Rank. Thank you, ESPN. Appreciate you. God bless you. Can't wait for you to do it again. Great night of fights. Great for the casual fan, for the people who didn't know nothing about boxing. All the shit. Good shit. Thank you, ESPN Top Rank. Instead of Showtime, the money team, and all the motherfuckers giving us some bullshit sparring match that we got to pay $80 for, and we already pretty much know the outcome. This fight, we did not know the outcome. We didn't know this fight was going the whole 12. We didn't. Everybody was saying T.O. was gonna knock out Loma. I said he was gonna knock him out in 6. When the 6th round came, I was like, up here it is. It happened. It went the whole 12 rounds. The whole 12. And if anybody would have told y'all that, hey, this fight going 12 rounds and Teofimo gonna win, unanimous, they'd have thought you were crazy. But I'm not buying that shit, Mark. I feel the same way. I ain't buying that shit. I catch it when the Russians put that shit on YouTube illegally, and I'll watch that shit. Shout out to all the little motherfuckers overseas that be putting shit on YouTube illegally as soon as that shit over, and I get to watch it. Appreciate you. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I catch the recap for free. I'm trying to tell you. Catch that good recap for free. While you bullshitting. What's up, Candy Crush? I see you. Check the chat. What's up, Chris V? I thought he was gonna get it too. When it went to the decision, I said, "Hey," and then I saw somebody had posted something about controversial decision, and I was like, "Up, Loma got it," because I was still watching the 12th round, and I saw the notification pop up from EJ's Boxing. Shout out EJ's Boxing, and it said something about a controversial decision, and I was like, "Yeah, Loma got it. Loma got it. They gave it to him. All they wanted to see is him finish the fight out, and they gave it to him. And Teofimo got it, and I was like, okay." That's just what I'm saying. That's what I've been saying. He shouldn't have gave up those first few rounds. He shouldn't have did that. He should not have did that. On my mama, Amara, if Leo Santa Cruz, Mara be keeping my lives going. If Leo Santa Cruz, for whatever reason, pulls out a W on Gervonta Tank Davis, bro, I would say as far as boxing is concerned, this will be one of the best years ever in boxing. One of them. Just based on everything that's happened this year, and some of the fights that did happen there that were so epic, I would say this would be one of the best years in boxing if Leo Santa Cruz beats Gervonta Tank Davis. Hell, I'm gonna go as far just because Chris V said Luke Campbell. If Luke Campbell beats Ryan Garcia, oh my God. Oh my goodness. Hey, wishful thinking, bro. Wishful thinking, goodness. Wishful thinking. Oh yeah, Leonard Ellaby would be on suicide watch, bro. Hey, bro, check it out, bro. He probably gonna clog his nose up. I'm trying to tell you, that nigga gonna snort New York. It was a hell of a fight, bro. Hell of a fight. Hell of a fight, bro. It was a whole night of fights, bro. The whole night was good. You know, it was great night of fights all the way around. All the fights were good. There were really, honestly, in my opinion, there was no bad fights, no boring fights. You know what I'm saying? I even found a new fighter that I'm gonna start looking up now. That I might even start talking about just because I like his name. Just because I like his name, Jose Enrique Vivas with the KO today. TKO. My man, Jose Enrique Vivas. Viva la Mexico. I love Mexicans with those strong, pungent names. Love it. Jose Enrique Vivas. Not Rivas, Vivas. I've never heard of a motherfucking name Vivas, ever. Nope. Bob Arum don't do no rematch clause, Anna. He don't do that rematch clause shit. So Bob ain't fucking with it. Bob don't do that. He said that if they want to have a rematch somewhere down the line in their career, they could do that. But as far as rematch clauses, Bob don't do that because Bob don't like to feel obligated to too much of anything, and he doesn't like to have his fight. This is Bob saying this. This is not me. This is Bob saying this, and this is not even verbatim. This is, and I quote: Bob does not like his fighters to be contractually obligated to anything. He doesn't like that. He don't like that shit. Oh, you actually came to a boxing stream, Memphis. You finally came to an actual boxing stream where I was actually talking boxing. And here you are still talking shit. Why you just can't come and talk some boxing? We ain't talking about Wilder. We ain't talking shit about Errol Spence. We ain't doing none of that shit. And you want to come up here and be all disrespectful for nothing. You ain't got shit better to do. You ain't got nothing better to do but to come to my stream and talk shit. What's wrong with you, Memphis? Yeah, that's probably not gonna happen, bro. That right there, Loma versus now. That's it's no more real hype with him now. I mean, it's still Loma's still Loma. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's not gonna be Loma gotta win again. He gotta win. He gotta show his pizzazz. He gotta prove himself all over again. And that's the cold thing about this game. Like I said, all the people that were so for Loma will all of a sudden will start to disappear because he lost. Not because he a bad fighter. It's just because he lost and he's not that guy no more. So since he's not that guy no more, they finna shit on him. They finna shit on him. He don't even deserve that. Yeah, you want to fight so bad, Memphis. Yeah, you wanted them. You already know, bro, what time it is. I'm in Oakland, Cali, bro. You already know what's up. You and H Money, all you bitch ass niggas. I'm in Oakland, California, bro. Fairfield. And Fairfield ain't big, bro. Niggas know who DT is out here, bro. All you gotta do is say where that nigga DT at. They don't know who DT3 is, but they know who DT is, bro. So all you gotta do is come out here to Fairfield, California, because I'm not finna pay no money to go fuck with the motherfucker talking shit about me. And since you the motherfucker that got the problem, you could bring your whole ass up out here Since you supposed to be some military buff bitch nigga, bring your whole ass on out here to Fairfield, California, and come see me. You know where I'm at. We ain't got to do this internet tough guy gangster bullshit, bro. I don't play about my wife, cuz. You can talk about me, you can talk about my teeth, you can talk about how I look all day long. I don't play about my wife, bro. So if you feeling froggy, bro, feel free to leap your ass on a train, car, bus, or plane to Fairfield, California, and ask for DT. Tell them you looking for me. Fairfield ain't big, bro. Fairfield is very small. I ain't gonna tell you to go to Oakland. Oakland too big. Come to Fairfield. It's very small. Very, 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 very small. And ask for DT. They know who I am, bro. Oh, him. This nigga. Him right here. I don't play about my wife, bro. That's something I don't do. I'm a black man with a black queen, bro. I don't play about mines, bro. You talk about me all day long. Don't talk about my wife, bro. That's my queen. And don't talk about any female in my stream. Don't disrespect any females in my stream. I don't play about my black queens, bro. I take that personal. So if you want to get a little attention, a little rise, say some shit about a black woman or my wife, and I get on your whole ass. Oh yeah, Tank finna call the shit out of Loma. Hey, I want that Loma smoke. He can't take my power. He can't take my power. I'ma get Loma. I'ma knock him out. I'ma do what Tiafimo couldn't do. I'ma knock him out. I ain't gonna lie though. That's where I think Loma would get Tank Davis. Cause Tank would get too aggressive. And Loma's too smart for that shit. Loma too smart. Did you see Tiafimo get too aggressive? Hell no. You know why? Because Loma too smart for that. Loma good. Like Tiafimo did not fight a stupid fight. He didn't. Everybody thought Tiafimo was just gonna go right after Loma and just start swinging, guns ablazing, all the shit. Nah, he didn't do that shit. He went right in there and was patient, and he boxed, beautifully. That was all he did. Took his time, picked his shots. Tank not gonna do that. When Tank get touched too much, and I don't mean hit, if he get touched too much, he gonna hit that hood shit, and he gonna go after Loma and start swinging and trying to go for broke on Loma. And Loma is gonna take full advantage, and Tank will fight stupid and allow himself to fatigue. And when he fatigue, it's over. It's gonna be over. It's a wrap. Yeah, I think Loma got outboxed. I think that's why he lost. He got outboxed. We thought he was going. We thought actually Loma was the better boxer of the two, but he actually got outboxed. And I don't think it's. I think it's just because of the size. I think if Loma was equally as the same size as Tio, I think that fight goes different. That fight is totally different if Loma is pretty much the same, literally the same size as Tio. Like if Loma had the build of a 140 pounder fighting at 35, that's a different. We having a different fight here. But we got a guy who's literally a small guy, really a 26 pounder fighting all the way at 35. And he's really fighting at 35 because of his skill set. That's what got him there. Not his power, but his boxing prowess, his boxing skills. That's what got him there. Right. It's gonna be some hood shit, bro. It's gonna be some straight hood shit, Clamp. Straight hood shit. What's up, Chain with Ice? What's pimping? Pimping? Yeah, we live. Where G5 at? I'm trying to be live with G5. Shout out to my boy G. Shout out to my boy G5 Jeff TV, man. If you ain't subscribed to G5 Jeff, man, please go subscribe to G5 Jeff TV. Go subscribe. Is Loma still top 10? Yes, Loma's still top 10. How could Loma not be top 10? How could he not be? That's disrespectful to Loma. How could he not be top 10? How could you not give it to him? You favor Tink Tink? You funny as hell, Myra. You favoring Tank over T.O.? This fight, if T.O. were to fight Tank, it will prove if Tank got a chin, because Tank gonna get hit. Tank gonna get hit. He didn't want to get knocked out, Rachel. I agree. I hear what you're saying. I don't even really object to what you were saying, but he didn't want to get knocked out, and that's why Regan Diao quit on the stool, because Regan Diao was gonna get put on his ass. He knew that. He knew he couldn't stand up to Loma punching power at their size. He couldn't stand up to it. Loma's punching power is different at 126 pounds than it is at 135 pounds. So he didn't want to deal with Loma's power, his speed, his skill. He didn't want to deal with it. That was too much. So he was like, fuck that, I quit. I'm not fucking with him. I can't counter him like I want to. Can't do that shit. Thank you for the check. I'll holler at you. Thank you, Bob. And with Teofimo, it was pretty much, you could say the same thing, except Loma didn't quit. Loma just he just pretty much found his way to get him when he could, and it just took too long. It took too long for Loma to figure him out. And I honestly, this is funny, I'm finna say this, and ain't nobody said this either. If this was a 15-round fight, I think Loma would have won. If this fight was a 15-round fight, Loma would have won. Quote me on it. It is easier to build back from a decision than a knockout. Way easier. But I really believe if it was old school 15 rounds, Loma would have won. Loma would have won. Because he pretty much had Teofimo figured out by like the 8th round. He was literally he had him damn near figured out in the 8th. In the 10th round, which I did give Loma, I think in the 10th round he had it figured out. He knew the spots where to pick to where he could get Teofimo. You know, he figured that part out. So I figured if it was a 15-round fight, Loma would have won. Loma would have won. I keep saying that, Perez. Keep saying that, Otto. We won tonight. We won. Us boxing fans, we won tonight. We won. We can't be mad at that. At the end of the day, we can sit there and say who won this fight, but who won tonight is the fans. Fans won tonight. We got a free fight card with some good prospects up and coming, and we also got to see an actual 50-50 fight. May the best man win. People may even try to find some form of controversy about it, whatever, what have you. But we won. Yeah, and that's also, we have to watch the Lopez haters. That's going to be, because now Lopez is going to have all of some of the Loma fans that feel that Loma may have won or it was a draw or whatever bullshit. They're finna become Teofimo Lopez haters, and they're finna hate on him. It's finna be like Anthony Joshua and Wilder type shit. I wouldn't rematch him. By the time
Lomachenko were to get in the position to where he could, I'll be fighting at 140. I'd either be fighting at 140 or I'll be world champion at 140. Period. I wouldn't even waste my energy. I wouldn't even waste my energy. I was another thing. Now, Myra, I gotta ask you this: were you surprised at Teofimo's composure in the fight? This question is for my girl Myra B. Were you surprised by the way he held himself in the fight? Because we both thought that his mental was going to be an issue in the fight, and I was also, well, I didn't say also because he didn't say yes or no yet, but I was actually surprised at his composure. I was actually really surprised at the way he was composed, the way he was disciplined to stick to the jab in the early rounds. He didn't let the moment be too big or whatnot. Mm, okay. I'm like I said, I was very impressed with the way he was composed throughout the first early rounds of the fight. I thought he was going to turn up because I do feel like Teofimo did hurt Loma a few times to the body. Yeah, that didn't happen. Well, I don't think. Well, that's the thing, Khalil. Teofimo don't move his head. He just got good. He's just got good reflexes. His defense is in his counters. Teofimo get hit. It's just what Teofimo throw back at your ass. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. Like Teofimo gonna throw some hot shit right back, and he gonna throw it real accurate. Like so, that's the thing. It's not that Teofimo don't get hit or can't get hit. It's just you gotta be prepared for the counters that's gonna come back with that shit. And a lot of motherfuckers ain't really ready to deal with that. But Teofimo get hit. He get hit. My thing is gonna be like I said, he fight at 140 pounds. A guy like Jose Ramirez, he's probably gonna be more prone to deal with your power a lot more easier than somebody that's originally a 126-pound fighter. You know, Jose Ramirez is the guy that's potentially gonna fight at 147 pounds. So now, stylistically, I think Josh Taylor don't got it for him. Stylistically, that don't mean skill wise. He don't. I just said the style that Josh Taylor has, that the come forth wing and ding type. He's not real calculative or nothing like that. He's there to be countered. He don't really got no head moving, and he do get hit with stupid shit. Hence a Regis Prograis. Like seeing that fight, see if he's not gonna fight that fight with you. I think Prograis fought a stupid fight with Josh Taylor to tell you the truth. But I wasn't in there with Josh Taylor, so I can't really speculate that too much. That's just my opinion. I think Progress should just kind of more so boxed in a little bit better and be a little more accurate with his punches. But I mean, I felt that Progress was always a little more accurate, but didn't happen in that fight. I really didn't want him to fucking lose to fucking Josh Taylor. I thought Progress was gonna dominate Josh Taylor. What's up, 1-2 kid? UGC in the building. Hey, 1-2. Was it a draw? Was it a draw? Hold on. Hold on, if you got a moment. That's for 1-2 kid and 1-2 kid only. If you want to slide on the panel, bro. Yeah, who else up in here? Yeah, even hey, and Myra B, you more than welcome to touch the link and slide on here too. You got some sense. Go ahead, feel free. The link is for either Myra B, Rachel, or 1-2 kid. One of them three. Feel free to hit the link. But Prograde, I don't know, man. I feel like that fight with Josh Taylor, just like I said, all the hype with Prograde.
Yeah, I'm out here looking like a genius. Everybody thought I was crazy. I'm out here looking like a motherfucking genius. I ain't never strayed away from T.O. It's going down. I'm excited. I'm celebrating. I'm rich, bitch. Yo, I'm out here, man. The bet went down, and just in case they try to steal it from a man, I was like, I got the draw too. I covered my ass, but it didn't go down like that. So yeah, I got the W. So I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty hyped up about it. Fantastic fight, taking nothing away from Lomachenko, but damn, fantastic night, man. My house was lit. I enjoyed it, man. How about you? You enjoyed the fight?
Man, I enjoyed the whole card, man. I enjoyed all of it, man. I was because it's been a minute, since I got to really sit and watch a whole boxing card and shit. I'm always catching the shit on the what's it called? Shit, the highlight reel. I'm always catching the highlight shit. I'm never really getting to watch the whole thing because I don't have cable at the house and shit like that. So I had to download the Zone and ESPN on my damn phone and shit.
Yeah.
So
man.
But watched it on the phone.
So we was on a small island. Everybody that was picking Teal, you know what I'm saying?
Really?
There wasn't a lot of people. There's not a lot of folks that was on YouTube that was picking Teal to pull this out, But here we are.
Yeah, I picked him to win, So I mean, but people came in and was like, Loma won, and it was a draw and the scorecards. And I'm like, dude,
no credit. You know what? And if Loma pulled it off and he performed a little better and he pulled it off, I'd have ate my crow. You know what I'm saying? But some people, they don't. But I mean, one of them scorecards was some serious bullshit. I do give him that. I'll give him that. But you know what? I think that Lomachenko went in there and he was trying to, take his time, wear the young man out, which probably wasn't a great idea because he was young. And then number two, I think that he made an attempt to steal rounds and underestimated T.O. and realized that them openings that he thought would be there and the dangers that T.O. imposed on him were real. And it changed his game plan mid-fight. And he turned it on. He had his moments. But, hey, man, in the 12th round, T.O. closed the show.
And can't be mad at that because it's like, I was saying this to people all the time. It's like, how do you win a fight? For all those that said Loma won, how do you win a fight when you give up the second round in the 12th round?
You know what bothered me about it though? The fact that Loma left the ring and it say nothing kind of blew him off when T.O. went up to him because T.O. basically was promoting the fight. And and I just feel like it taking nothing away from Loma and his career and what he's done and what he may do later on. But I mean, I thought that was kind of some sore loser shit. I was like, come on, man. Let the man have his moment. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I guess it don't matter because he walked out with his titles. So I guess it really don't matter, man. It really don't matter, man. But he's supposed to move up to 140, right? Teal? I think we lost the boom man. So what do you guys think? You think he should try to? Because I really don't consider this undisputed, definitely unification bout, but I do feel like that WBC regular is the real one. Uh, so you think he should move up to 140, or do you think he should go see Devin Haney and then take off? I mean, I
Nah,
don't hate on him because he was
I,
talking about doing that shit for like 2 years, moving up to 140. He was waiting for the Loma fight, so he would move to 140.
yeah, and I mean he did it. I feel like the Devin Haney fight, if they gonna do it, they should do it at 140. They shouldn't do it at 35. I think the fight I have a little more meaning at 140. I mean, not that's I can't say that because if they were to fight for belts at 35, that I can't say it has more meaning at 40 with no belts than it does for
Mm-hmm.
belts at 35. I can't say that. But I just think that they'll be at their best. It won't be nobody being drained and none of that type of bullshit. They both will literally be at their physical best. You'll be able to see
Mm-hmm.
how they power transitions to 40
Right.
and all that. And I think it'll be better for them physically and
Mm-hmm.
mentally at 140 than it would be at 35. Because Tiafimo, yeah, he can make the weight, but it is a little draining when you have to like that's like me trying to get down to 130. Like that shit is a bitch.
Yeah, I would imagine, man. But I gotta say it though, man. Teofimo right now, man. This dude's on cloud nine, man. This dude he just beat Comey for a championship. He defended his title and gained 2 more belts against probably the number 1, 2, or 3, however you got him, pound for pound fighter in the world. This puts this guy's levels above the youngsters beneath him. And I mean, I just got into it with I think it was Jalik. He said something about well he should fight Tank now because he's a superstar, and I'm like, nah, why would he have to fight Tank? Like,
Yeah, Tank got to fight him. Like
right,
he's the guy.
right. I'm like, I don't understand what you mean. Like, what do you mean? Like this dude right here is like I would have to say that if he wanted undisputed, maybe the Haney fight would be more enticing. Probably a little more
Yeah,
money if he fought Tank, but I think Tank is really talented. But this dude's a lot younger than Tank. Well, he's younger than Tank. These guys are younger than Tank, and I just don't. I, I think Tank ain't disciplined, man. I think it was Charles D who said he got money against. He got money on the scale against Tank in his next fight. I was like, that's crazy. But that's the discipline. He's got all that talent, but other than Pedraza, who does he have on his resume? This dude got Comey and Lomachenko back to back and 3
yeah. He
titles.
gonna run with that. He finna run with that Gamboa talk for a while. He gonna run with that Gamboa
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, man. That just all looks bad, man. It all looks
Yeah.
bad. But shout out to Teal, man. Hell of an
Yeah, shout
accomplishment
out to
tonight.
T.O. man to the takeover, man. They did that. And it's funny that you brought up Tank with that pay-per-view star shit because you check the narrative. Watch how the narrative may get flipped on. Oh, the belts don't mean shit. F the belts.
Oh,
Fuck them
yup, they
belts.
already talking about that. They already talking. I just was dealing with that shit. I was
But
just
if it
dealing
was
with.
Tank though, but if Tank had the belts, oh Tank the man, he got the belts. Bro,
Yeah,
these fanboys are suckers, bro. They
you even
cowards
got
and they
you even got Loma fans now saying fuck the belt.
right. And the cold part about it is that's all Loma want is the belts.
Right, right. Well, he may not be getting that rematch, but maybe he will because they both with top rank. We'll see if the money's enticing. Because now, now Teal could be like, nah, 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 nah. I ain't gonna be fighting for the money now. Now
Mm-mm.
you're gonna be fighting for the dough.
Right.
So but shout out to both of the fighters. Fantastic fight. They showed they grit. And you know what I mean? I'm really excited. I really had a good time, and this is what boxing fans needed. No matter who won or lost, it was a 3 belt unification, and these guys weren't afraid to get in there and mix it up with one another.
Yep. Pretty much. Facts for facts. Hold on, take over for me, 1-2.
Yeah, sure. So what y'all think in the chat, man? What y'all think about the fight? How'd y'all have it? I can't pull up the comments. I was just about to, and I was like, oh shit, this ain't my shit. It says take making a living fighting at 126 pounds and 135 pounds. Yeah, that's a fact, man. and he putting it on pay-per-view, and you just watched a 3-fight unification for free on ESPN, and I bet you them ratings are through the roof. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a fact, man. The Steel still ain't gonna be on pay-per-view, and that makes no sense. Well, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I think that this really pushes him to another level. I think he promotes himself well. I think that in more ways than one. I think his dad has a lot to do with that, and you certainly can't sleep on his skill set because he just beat one of the top 3 pound for pound fighters in the world. I mean, they were calling him the number one on ESPN. Let's see where they put Teofimo. I got Teofimo probably in my top 5. I think he made maybe 5 with his accomplishments in a short period of time. And shout out to him, man.
Yeah. Well,
who's gonna pay for it?
Yeah. What's next though? I mean, do you think Teofimo should start claiming that same little mantra as, now I should be on pay-per-view. My fight should be on pay-per-view. I shouldn't. And honestly, I'm, what, 1-2, you finna start some shit because I'm finna start thinking about that now. What's really more important, the belts or being pay-per-view star now?
Well, you know what? Honestly, man, if you sign certain contracts, whether with promoters or networks, pay-per-view don't really have to be either. It can be incorporated or it can't be incorporated, but if you got a guarantee, you got a guarantee. So, I mean, like, he's a star, man. He's a star on the rise, and I don't see I mean, I don't know, like, people not paying to see him fight, and this dude just proved what he proved. If you're not paying to watch Tio fight, then I don't know, man, because he showed me a lot. He showed me a lot. He showed me a lot tonight. In that 12th round, in the 11th, I was like, I don't know if he got anything left, and he was like, nah, I got plenty left. Even to the point where Loma headbutted him, was like, nah, you got to chill for a second. It was like they cut his eye, whatever. But I don't know why the ref stopped it. I'm like, there's only 10 seconds left. He's getting off, man. Let him get off. Yo, kid, I great fight. And, shout out to Loma's chin. He got a chin. Yeah. Good rib cage, too. Yep.
He stood up and he showed that old school Winky right high guard defense, boy.
Yeah. Yeah, he had it tight too, because I've seen him get tagged stepping out, but he was just very defensive in the fight, and that's what cost him the fight. Honestly, he took too many rounds off, and I don't think when he went to steal the rounds early in the fight, he didn't see the openings. Then he forced himself in, and he took a risk by doing so, and he was successful at moments. But I never really seen Teofimo really like on Queer Street or nothing. I mean, I think he got off quite a few shots in a row, but you know what I mean. If they were getting hurt in there, they were hiding it well.
Yeah, but you can't tell me Loma didn't feel them straight rights to the body.
Oh, man. Yeah, well, that's why I don't think he had anything really in the 12th to get off with. Like, there was moments where he was shooting shots and it wasn't really like nothing on him. I think it was them straights to the body, them left and right uppercuts he was landing to the body all night. You know what I mean? He lifted him up a couple times with them shots. I was like, shit, hey, why not go to the body? Put it in the bank, baby.
Yep. Said somebody got to go to the body. We was just talking about that on the other live. We was talking about going Teofimo going to Lomachenko's body. It's like, I'm telling you, go to his body, break him down, catch him with little shit. I was just impressed with his composure.
I told everybody too, man. There ain't nobody going. That everyone was like, well, nah, man, he just gonna be turning him side to side, and I'm like, he ain't gonna be fighting for position. I said that shit. I think I was on Rivals. I was like, yo, Teofimo, when he fights southpaws, he don't fight for position of his foot. Like, he don't need foot position. He gets off. He makes you worry about him, man. Mm-hmm. That's what he did, and he was still getting shots off, still landing shots. And I mean, yeah, just shout out to him, man. Great fight, man. I don't know where he should go from here. I think the man got options, so good for him. You know what I'm saying? He got options.
Yeah, my other thing is like it really puts stuff in perspective that now that Tank Davis has been brought up, is boxing is really it's one thing we know boxing is corrupt, but for Tiafimo to have done what he's done and for people to somehow find a way to try to measure Tank to him makes no sense. And it's only based on his bank account.
Yeah.
Not
Well,
really actual boxing accolades. It's literally just based on his bank account and his fame that he's built and the person that is pretty much sponsoring him, which is a Floyd Mayweather.
all right. Well, I'll tell you, like, I'll put it like this. When it comes to Teo, uh, he can have options. He can have options with promotions and networks now. They're gonna want this kid. You know what I mean? So he either got to get paid by Top Rank or he gonna be getting offers from other people.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm
We finna
saying?
see some endorsement deals. We finna see some Tiafimo
Yeah.
commercials. You know, it's gonna be it's the takeover. He's the guy now. He is for all you Tank Davis fans. Tiafimo is the man at 35. Not
Right.
Devin Haney, not Tank Davis.
Right. And
Not
that's the
Ryan
thing is
Garcia.
he don't need them. They need him now.
Yes. Tank, the Tiafimo do not need to. I'm gonna kill that narrative right here, right now, with me and 1-2 Kid. We gonna kill that narrative right now. Tank Davis need Tiafimo. Tiafimo does not need Tank Davis. We're just gonna put that out there. We don't know
But
if his contract is up yet, Myra. We gonna get that info though. We gonna check that out. But I don't think Bob gonna let Tiafimo go that easy.
he could literally just move up to 140 and have a shot at Undisputed with that bullshit WBC franchise belt.
Hmm.
That'll put him at number one. Then he could fight for Undisputed at 140. And if you pull that shit out,
Bruh,
man, cash
bruh,
the fuck out. Like
bruh.
that's like
He's
big
the
money.
face of boxing at that point. That's the face right now.
Yo, that's Undisputed at 140 and unified champion at 135, fighting
Back
two champions in a row and then jumping up to 140 and fighting the for Undisputed.
that's you can't,
Yo, that's big.
bro.
That's big shit right there, man.
Look at what Ethan Sage just said, bro.
Will KO Till? Yeah, yeah, he gotta fight a big name first, man. We can't gauge him till he get in there. You
Bro,
know,
y'all don't even realize who TF is. It's like, how we gonna hate the American fighter more than the Ukrainian fighter?
I think
Teofimo was American born, and we giving him more problems. The lightweight champion is an American. I don't give a fuck if he's Honduran American. He's an
mm,
American.
right, right.
The lightweight title is no longer in the Ukraine. It is in America now because of Teofimo Lopez, and y'all want to shit on Teofimo Lopez. Okay. Y'all hella American. All y'all they be talking about, I'm not patriotic or I'm not American because I shit on Wilder and I give up props to Anthony Joshua. But when I give props to Teofimo Lopez for bringing the lightweight belts to America, I guess maybe it's because Teo not black, huh? It's because Teo not black. Okay.
You know that goes that way, man. Shit, that's what one of the reasons why I stepped away from my channel. It's like race is a big thing, especially in the boxing community. Is for as much as we may like me myself, I don't talk about it much, but
Yeah,
I try to keep it. I try to let it kill itself and just
right.
try to go with. I think the best fighters should be getting the most money, the best money, but
Mm-hmm.
that's in a perfect world, I guess. But I look at it like this, like I enjoyed Pacquiao fighting back in the days, and I'd be like, yo, Pacquiao this, Pacquiao that, and then when Mayweather would do good, I'm like, oh, boom, I like what Mayweather doing right here, yo, he out here, he doing this, and this, and then boom, I lost a bunch of subscribers just for keeping it 100, and I was like, oh, that's what y'all doing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just here to promote boxing. You know,
Yeah,
like if you are under, then it doesn't matter which side you on. It's just like, man, I'm on boxing side, man. Ain't none
pretty
of these
much.
fighters bigger than boxing, and
Right.
you know what I'm saying. That's all I'm pushing, man.
So
I mean,
how did Teofimo Chin look suspect? I didn't see Tio get caught with nothing and was severely hurt. I don't understand.
yeah, I think he had some holes in his defense, but I don't think his chin was suspect. I ain't seeing him wobbling all over the place.
Yeah, that's what I felt. That's what I said. It's some holes in his defense. Like he could get caught with something stupid. Like he got good reflexes. He got good counters. But Tio do get hit. He don't got
Yeah,
head movement like he should.
right. But you know what though? Who hasn't Lomachenko touched? And
Yeah,
did
yeah. It's Lomachenko. Fuck.
right? And how much did Loma let you look at the punch stats, the amount of punches he landed, and you compare that to all the other guys he been in there with? He didn't land much in comparison. Let's just keep it 100, y'all.
And to be real, all Loma really did was touch him. Like
right.
I mean, like, literally like touch him. Like he wasn't really hitting him with nothing crazy until you saw a little fatigue from Tio.
He know where to punch, when to punch. That's what Lomachenko is, man. He's a fantastic fighter. So I don't discredit if y'all out there discrediting Teofimo, then you discrediting Lomachenko.
Yeah.
Because he was in there too, y'all. So, you know.
Well, for Ethan, he's basically saying because Loma is a 126-pound fighter, you know.
Yeah, but he also had 2 belts at 135 and beat champions at 135 and was actually damn near 3 belts, but he gave up the WBC. So I mean, to say that he moved up from 126 and say that like, nah, man, he was there. He was settled into that weight. That's not an excuse. He was beating champions. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just like, to me, I just felt like it was a hell of a bet. I'm like, yo, this works in my favor. Like, I'm like, it's a younger kid. He's bigger. You know what I'm saying? He's stronger. And he's younger. He got good quick twitch. He's a good counter puncher. He fights in straight lines, which will make him either look really bad or really good against Lomachenko. And it worked out in my favor. Mm-hmm. The stars align, baby.
You feel me? I think the pound for pound list, maybe in a couple days. It don't take them long to figure that shit out. I mean, maybe a couple days, a week at the best. That's what my girl Myra B. She asked me when they updated the pound for pound list come out. She trying to see something.
No, I put him definitely in like the top 7, maybe even 5. Top 5, like what? Well, 5. I wouldn't say he's 4, 3, or 2 or 1. You know what I mean? You can put a lot of guys.
Yeah, I mean, it was something that Mark of Arrival Boxing News said to me. Shout out to Mark of Arrival Boxing Talking News. He said, because I said that Jermell shouldn't be on a pound for pound list. I said if he becomes undisputed and moves up and win a belt, I put him on a pound for pound list. For me, that's what I would do. Yeah. And he said something that was very profound. He said, well, the Ring magazine put Errol Spence on the pound for pound list, and he only became unified champion. He didn't fight in multiple weight class. He didn't win belts in multiple weight class. He just became a unified champion, and they put him on pound.
Yeah.
So if they'll put Errol Spence on the pound for pound list for that, why not put Jermell Charlo on a pound for pound list?
But that's the whole thing about the pound for pound list. Is the pound for pound list is basically it's subjective, so everyone looks at it differently. You know what I mean? But you know what? That's why Undisputed is there, because you can't dispute that shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I got everything. I got all the belts.
Yeah, that's the name is there for us. Undisputed, baby. This motherfucker got all the belts. He's like, what you got?
Everything. Like, everything you want, I got.
Yeah. And I mean, and if a guy got like 3 belts, if a guy, you know what I mean? 2 belts, good. But I mean, guys that move up from weight classes like Lomachenko, guys like Bud Crawford, who were actually undisputed, I think he's what, a 5-time world champion.
Yeah.
So, and undisputed at 140, and then just came in and got all knockouts at welterweight, but got a WBO title, but he ain't fought nobody with a big name. And it's just like, come on, man. This dude was undisputed champion. But who'd he fight? He was undisputed champion. You know what I mean? There was a lot of guys bouncing out of 140 when Bud was there for a good reason.
Yeah, they went up to 47. They ran. Hence, Danny Garcia.
yeah. And then at 147, he was like, "I'm in the WBO. Yo, rank me in the WBO." He's still dug in that smoke. And what he do? And I don't like the way Danny Garcia. I said it too, like probably about a year and a half ago. I was like, he gonna wait for somebody to win a couple titles, and then he gonna go after them. Because who's his lineup after his loss to a champion? He fought what, Granados and Smeagol. You know, so I mean, like, come on, man, like that's what I call him, Smeagol. But I'm like, he fought those two guys, and then he gets a shot at Earl Spence, who's fresh off a car accident. And I'm like, wow. And so I'm rooting for Spence in that fight just because he thinks he's a cherry, and some people saying that Danny's a cherry, but Danny's dangerous. I just hope Earl's 110%. I know he's in shape, but I hope he's good, man. I'd like to see Earl pull it out just for the fact that, you know, shit. But I like fight either one of them to fight Bud. You know, that's just how I look at it.
Yeah, pretty much, Myra. That's pretty much what we got. Yeah, he's the new franchise title holder of the WBC, and Devin Haney is the paper champion, meaning that the WBC gifted him, meaning he did not fight anyone, defeat anyone for this particular title. But yet and still, Marcelo Suleiman, ho ass, decided that he wanted to just giftly wrap and say, "Here, Devin, take this belt on behalf of me and the WBC." So yeah, it's kind of hard to say Teofimo is undisputed when you got Devin Haney with the actual WBC World Lightweight title.
Well, that's why I can't call Teo undisputed. I can't call him undisputed, not because I don't think Lomachenko won the WBC fair and square the way he did, but the moment he dropped the WBC and took the franchise, hey, if you drop $20, someone else pick it up. It's not your $20 no more.
It's not your money no more.
Yeah. So I'm like, hey, and then what I didn't like is the way Suleiman was like, oh no, this is the title that because you can only have one according to the sanctioning bodies to say, oh well, this is the one that you can compete with for undisputed. So he changed the rules of a status to a title because it was convenient with Lomachenko and Teofimo Lopez, and then all of a sudden it's transferable. That type of shit don't hold no consistency. I'm not saying that Devin Haney deserves a WBC, but I consider him the WBC champion because these guys is putting holes in the game. I like consistency because then we could keep track of what we're looking at. You know what I mean?
Honestly, that's a nice way of looking at it, actually. I can't be mad at that. Can't be mad at that at all. But I got to call it a night. I'm actually kind of lightweight at work, so I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. Appreciate y'all for sliding in. Shout out to the whole panel, the whole two of us that slid on this bitch, and shout out to the chat. I want to thank everybody for coming through, man. Hell of a night of fights. Thank you to Top Rank ESPN. We want to salute you for giving us a great night of fights, because for free. Thank you for not charging us for that shit. You know, so I will be more likely back probably once every Saturday now with my lives. I kind of had a conversation with my wife about doing some more live streams. So you will be seeing more of DT3. Hope y'all are ready and prepared for that. And some more DT Magnuses will be coming up too. We already got those in the works. So we got some stuff coming up, some stuff brewing. I want to thank everybody for sliding through. Thank you, 1-2 Kid, man, for sliding through. And I want to get your closing thoughts before we actually get up out of here.
Oh, man, thanks for having me, man. And I hope everybody enjoyed the fight. You know, I did. And I'm going to go cash out tomorrow. So I'm pretty excited about it. But thanks for having me, DT3. Always a pleasure. Shout out to Double M in the chat. And you guys enjoy your night, man. Hope you enjoyed the fights. It's great for boxing. Don't do drugs
Mhm.
unless you're buying from me. I'm out. Have a good one, y'all. Have a
For
good one.
sure. Shout out to 1-2 Kid and the whole UGC, man. Like I said, thank you everybody for sliding through. You already know what it is. It's your boy DT3 the Boom, man. New media notification gang. God Squad. It's what it is, man. 100.